Hello and welcome back to another video. This video is going to be another cleaning slash get it all done motivation video. I'm going to do a little bit of snack prep, meal prep. Well, not really meal prep, I guess dinner prep, wash dishes, put some groceries away, and get some laundry done. So if you're ready to get it all done with me, please keep watching and don't forget to subscribe and like this video. Thank you. I know you're probably like, if I got to see this lady cut one more strawberry, but I'm sorry, but like I said, it's just been the fruit of choice. But honestly, my kids haven't been eating them the past couple days. Well, the older one has because he'll eat whatever is put in front of him. But my little one, he is back to his picky stage. So we're back to square one. He's at least been eating bananas, but I still just like to give him the option. But clearly we need to switch it up on the grocery list this weekend. And speaking of groceries, oh my God, I went to the grocery store yesterday because we ran out of eggs. So I had to get eggs. Because I think one night, Michael and my oldest, they decided they wanted like breakfast for dinner. And me and Micah were eating pho that my sister-in-law had made. And so we ran out of eggs, so I had to go get eggs. And oh my gosh, they had my favorite holiday creamer out already. Which obviously, yes, I know everybody's been putting Halloween stuff out for the past couple weeks now. But oh my God, the Planet Oat, I think it is. So it's an oat milk creamer, but it's the gingerbread flavor. Oh my God, it's so good. Starbucks had some type of gingerbread drink on their menu last year and it was so good. And obviously, I'm not going to spend like $7 a day for coffee. And so when I saw that creamer last year, I was like, oh, let me give it a shot. And oh my God, it's really good. And I think the Starbucks drink is actually made with oat milk too. So I think that's what, it doesn't taste exactly like it, but it'll do. So I went ahead and splurged and bought that little creamer. And I did drink it yesterday, but honestly, the weather hasn't changed here, so it felt kind of weird. So at least I have it in the fridge and ready to drink when the weather starts cooling down. I just want to remind everyone that my house is not always spick and span all of the time. So obviously, I'm here, I'm washing dishes, I'm doing something that does have to get done every day. But just know that you have to live. The house is not always going to be tidy. And I will be honest with you, social media did kind of entrap me. I think maybe 2, 3 years ago, where I just thought that I had to have the white walls, the nice furniture, and kind of looking like a museum. Thank God I got out of that trap, because I think we're all guilty of that. We fall into that rabbit hole. We see stuff online and we think that that's the way that we need to live, but just don't believe everything you see online. I mean, obviously, yes, like I am washing my dishes, but like I say in the beginning of these videos, like it's just cleaning motivation. It's to help get you to get up and get stuff done, because stuff does need to get done. But then there are days that we do just need to sit on the couch, watch TV, or just lay in bed all day. Don't get me wrong, like I do have those days, but honestly, I mean, that's why I do grab the camera when I do, because it's like, okay, I'm doing this, might as well record it. But I just want to say everybody's lives are different, and there's something that I will never forget. It was when I only had one kid, though. I was at my job. I was working at a hotel. I was a sales manager. We were getting a corporate visitor, and I had a DOS, a director of sales. And this lady, she never called in, never had any issues. Like, I kind of admired her for her work-life balance, because I think she had like 3 kids at the time, a husband, and she was just like killing it at home life, career life, and then personal life. Like, she would wake up and go to the gym at I think 3 or 4 a.m. Don't ask me how I remember this, but she was just someone that I really admired and looked up to. I still do. I mean, we don't really keep in touch, but we were getting a corporate visitor, and usually the sales team, they're the ones to kind of wine and dine them and host them. And lo and behold, something happened with her and she had to call in. But like I said, she never did that. So we knew that, of course she wasn't lying, but it was just something that she just could not make it to work. And so usually when these visitors come in, the DOS has to drive them around, and then I'll just go along for the ride, just ride along. But honestly, she was like the default, because she had a really nice car too. I think it was a black Lexus, and she had like the red leather seats. Oh my God, it was so nice. And so, her vehicle was the default vehicle to drive around corporate visitors. And so I was the one who had to drive around this corporate visitor now. And so, I mean, obviously it's your job. You're still going to do it, whatever. And so she gets here, and, before we get in the car, we're in the parking lot, and I tell her, I'm like, oh my God, like, please excuse the mess in my car. Because obviously she knew, my DOS was supposed to do this. Like, I just was not expecting this. And obviously she understood. And to be honest with you, like, I don't keep my car like filthy anyways, but I don't know what it is. I would always have shoes in my car, like all the time. Like, I don't know. Cause I think back then, I was always having to dress up like business wise, or always having to wear like a jacket, pants, a nice shirt. And I would always love to wear heels, but then with that, I would always have flats too, just in case my feet get tired. And so my car would just be always filled with clothes and shoes, even though I wasn't living out of the car. It's just what it was. And so when I tell her like, hey, I'm so sorry, for the mess, just please excuse the mess, while we drive around. And she said something that like, it's just stuck with me, and I think about it all the time. And I even tell other people this too, when they do say, oh, please excuse the mess. I wasn't expecting you, whatever. She goes, it's okay. She's like, you have to live. And it just made like so much sense. I'm like, duh. I mean, not only did it help that she was so understanding about it, but yeah, here's your reminder. You have to live. Not everything is always perfect. The house isn't always going to be clean, so just everything you see online, just take it with a grain of salt. And like I said in my videos, they're not meant to put out this perfect image. It's literally just to motivate you, because like I say all the time, whenever I watch these videos, it motivates me to get up and get stuff done that I need to get done. So yeah, I just hope I can do that for you. Yep, so I have had to pull out the humidifier because my oldest, he was really stuffy. He didn't really have a runny nose and he was just coughing all the time. And I'm sorry, but I just refused to take him, to the doctor or urgent care because, not because I'm a bad parent, but because there has just been so many times that I've taken them in, because I am that parent. Like, if my child is sick, he looks sick, he's acting sick, something is wrong, I rush to make an appointment or take him to urgent care. Don't really go to the emergency room that much. It's always, like I said, it can wait for the regular doctor for an appointment that they have available, or I can get them in at urgent care really fast. And there's just been so many times that I take him and it is just a waste of money. It's a waste of time because all they do is say, oh, well, it's this type of viral infection or something, and we can't give him anything. It just has to run its course and just, turn on the hot shower in the bathroom, close the door, let him, inhale the steam through his nose and all that good stuff. So I've just been over that. And so when I saw him having these symptoms, I was like, well, let me just let him sleep with the humidifier, a couple nights and see what happens. And honestly, it has helped him. And I'm not against giving my children medicine. I will give it to them, when it's needed. But this time, I just didn't feel the need to pump him with medicine just because because he had a cough. And so sometimes cough syrup just doesn't work for him. It's I feel like sometimes we would be pumping him with medicine and then just nothing would happen. And so I do like to revert back to these home remedies when I can. But we do still give medicine. We do still take medicine. But man, this humidifier has helped him so much. He slept with it, I think, 2 or 3 nights, and then his cough was gone. The stuffy nose was gone. So then it had me thinking, is it, allergies? Is it stuff in the house? Is it the dust? And so I've been wanting to buy an air purifier, but I'm very indecisive and I really have to do my research before I buy something, because that's just going to be another thing that I'm going to have to maintain, because I know that they come with filters, and so I'm going to have to be on top of that. But I do want one. I have been wanting one, so I guess I really need to step it up and really get that done. my oldest was little, I would hang all of his clothes. I would not dry anything just because I didn't want his clothes to shrink. But this time around with my second child, I just feel like I just didn't have time to be doing all that. And so by the time, I want to say by the time he was around 2, I had put like a size up shirt on him. I think it was like a 3T. And oh my God, we were going to a birthday party and he was out there playing and like his little belly was just like not sticking out of the shirt, but you could see it like through the shirt. And that's the day that I realized, all right, Jessica, like you need to stop being lazy and hang his shirts. Because the reason why I put the shirt on him was because it was a new shirt. I was like, okay, the family hasn't seen him in this outfit yet. Let him wear his new clothes. But he had already worn it a couple of times, but just not around the family. And so obviously I've had to wash it and I threw it in the dryer. And I didn't realize how bad it had shrunk. And so I'm like, okay, great. So here lately, I have been hanging all his clothes because we're not doing that. We're not buying new clothes and just getting like 2 wears out of it, washing it, drying it, shrinking it, and then, him not wear it again. So I was like, let me stop and let me just take it back to what I used to do. No shame to anyone who is throwing all their clothes in the dryer. It's fine. Like I just said, I literally was doing it just because like I just didn't want to do it until I literally saw, like, I'm buying all these new clothes and he's only getting a couple wears out of them. So yeah, I just need to stop drying it. But to each their own. So these are all the dishes after breakfast. I have been trying so hard and I have been successful. I want to say for the past couple of weeks, I've actually been waking up and making breakfast for my kids. Sometimes, like my older child, of course, he's more independent, but not to the point where he'll cook like some eggs or something. I mean, he knows how to, but for the most part, he'll just grab cereal, but then like that's about it. And so I have found that when I wake up before him and have it already made, he'll eat whatever I make for him. And then if he still wants some sweet cereal after that, then he'll eat that still. But this morning, I'm recording this on a Friday. So I did good all week, Monday through Thursday, cooking for them every morning. And Friday, I just feel like it was cause for celebration. As soon as we woke up, I'm like, who wants cereal? And they were so happy. It was so funny. Like, especially my small child, it was so freaking cute. And so it's kind of a good like build up because, he gets, the nice little hot breakfast, Monday through Thursday. And then Friday, kind of like free breakfast day, kind of eat what you want for breakfast. And so, of course, they'll pick cereal. But I do like to buy those Kodiak waffles, those protein waffles. I always get the blueberry. And so with their cereal, they did have a frozen waffle and a cup of strawberries with syrup. But then after my little one ate his cereal, he tells me, Mommy, I want something else. And I'm like, okay, great. And so I'm like, you want an egg? And I was like, yes, I want an egg. So I still had to end up cooking for him and making him an egg. But I mean, honestly, it didn't even take 5 minutes. So it was okay. But I thought that was pretty cute. And I know I said that I was running the dishwasher today, which I am, but I still like to wash the dishes before I put them in. Please don't call me crazy. There are some days I do this, but then there are some days that I don't, and I just throw them in. I'm not feeling it. But yes, today was dishwasher day. So Michael usually meal preps for him and I want to say at least for 3 or 4 days out of the work week. There's probably 1 or 2 meals that our oldest will eat. And so then he'll prep that for all 3 of us. But the majority of the time it's just for us 2 because they are more healthy meals that my oldest just won't eat. He does eat a lot of stuff, but there's just some stuff he won't eat. And so we do find ourselves cooking for him every night, if not every night, then every other night, because sometimes there's leftovers. And one of the easy dinner recipes that I like to make for him are chicken wings in the air fryer with the bone in, and I'll usually make some white rice and then a vegetable on the side. Lately it's been broccoli, but when he was little, he used to love spinach. And he does like cauliflower rice. So it's either between broccoli or cauliflower rice, and he'll eat that. And so with the wings, I like to marinate it at least 2 or 3 hours before it's time to cook. And then all you got to do is put them in the air fryer at 400 degrees for 20 minutes. Sometimes they do get a little toasty, but I mean, me personally, I'm very nervous when it comes to cooking chicken, and not to the point where I'll burn it, but I just like for it to look cooked. I don't want to take any chances here. I mean, you can ask Michael. I'm so scared to fry chicken or do any of that. And so once I kind of mastered this recipe, it just became second nature to me, and I'm really confident cooking it in the air fryer and making it for my family. I also make the little soy sauce glaze to go on top of it. It's soy sauce, brown sugar, honey, garlic, like minced garlic in the pan. Just whisk it up a little bit, let it thicken up, and kind of drizzle that over. And then, yep, you're all set. So that chicken wing recipe, I saw it on YouTube, of course. So you get your chicken, put some oil on it, whichever you prefer, and then you're just gonna sprinkle salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, paprika to give it some color, and then sprinkle some parsley. And oh my God, it is so good. And it's such a, I don't know, I don't want to say cheap dinner, but it's very like a reasonable dinner, because this pack of wings, it was a little bit over a pound, and it can range anywhere from $5 to $7 just based on the state of the economy. So it's lately been, in the $7 range. And so we're like, what, a family of three. But then, like I said, me and Michael, we eat our meal. And then so that lasts our oldest like 2 nights. And so when you're adding in the vegetable and then the rice, I mean, it's pretty affordable and it's pretty filling. And then to top it off, we get the 25-pound bag of rice from the Asian supermarket. And I think even that, it ends up coming to like $25 or $30, the big bag of rice. And so to me, that's worth it instead of buying, because I think our grocery store, it had like a 3 or 5 pound bag. And then I think those were like $5 or $6. And so I don't know, I haven't really done the math on that, but ever since I moved in with my in-laws and then when we moved out, it was just second nature and habit to just buy those big bags from the Asian grocery store because it lasts us a long time and it's a good staple to have in the house. And sometimes the boys will even eat that for breakfast. They'll eat some white rice with eggs and soy sauce. And honestly, I mean, that's not a bad breakfast at all. So, yeah, I just wanted to share the seasonings I used for the chicken. It is really good. I mean, nothing tops Wingstop. But this is a nice little go to quick recipe to have for during the week. Can you guys believe this little red tank top with the white trim was $3 at Walmart? So July 4th had came around and I realized that I don't have anything red in my wardrobe. I think I have like a red blazer from when I used to go into the office, but I don't have any cute little like red festive tops for 4th of July. And so literally, I think the day before I went to Walmart because I was just not going to go anywhere else because I feel like around the holidays, like the stores get kind of crazy and I do not like to be there. Like to the point, like when Michael has to make his Thanksgiving sides as our contribution, I try to get him, all the dry ingredients like the week before. And then that way we'll go get all the fresh stuff like, a couple of days before and then we'll be good. But for the most part, we don't have to hit certain aisles because I've already got all the dry stuff. But anyways, back to the story. So Walmart, I went to Walmart. Walmart's been stepping up their game anyways with fashion and stuff. And so none of the fitting rooms were available. Like someone was in each one and the Walmart that I went to, it had like 4 or 5 fitting rooms and none of them were available. But I think they do like unisex. I think they use the same fitting rooms for men and women. So it was both, but whatever. And so on the tag, I think it said $7 or $9. I don't remember. And I did not feel like going to the self checkout because the line was so long. And I know I ended up getting a few items on this trip because I know when I had got home, I kind of didn't like the way it fit and I wanted to return it. And so I didn't end up wearing it on 4th of July. I wore something else. I think I wore like a navy blue tank top I had just bought from Old Navy because that night we were outside. We ended up going to see fireworks. So I wanted something that I can keep cool in because, of course, outside we're going to be hot. And so I think the next week came around and I wanted to go return it. And so then I'm looking at the receipt to make sure it's the right receipt that has the tank top on it. And I saw that it rang up for $3. And I'm like, this tank top was only $3. And I tell Michael, I'm just like, okay. I was like, I'm not going to go to Walmart to return a $3 tank top. So I will deal with the way that it fits. I'll just wear it around the house. I think y'all have seen me wear it in other videos. But yeah, it was $3 and it's kind of cute. And the only reason I didn't know how much it was because, like I was saying, I didn't go to self-checkout. I went to a regular checkout line and I just wasn't paying attention to everything that she was ringing up, which is my bad and it's not a good habit. But it was quite a nice surprise to me. And then I ended up with, like a nice tank top because, when I tried it on, I didn't like the way it fit, but then I've grown to like it, so it's all good. This bog bag has been sitting here for about 2 or 3 days. It's either from a pool trip or a water park trip. And yeah, that is a gross Uncrustable. And yeah, that has been sitting there for 2 or 3 days. I thought my little one would like it as a snack, but no, he took one bite and did not like it. And I forgot it was in there. I also forgot that there is still sand from Florida in here. So I really had to wipe this down and vacuum it up because I was probably only going to use it like one more time before I pack it away for good. I'm so sad. Well, not for good, just until next summer. The bog bag, it can be bulky at times, but honestly, it's pretty big. I can fit a lot of stuff in there, including wet clothes, because there was one time that I forgot to bring plastic bags, and I was like, oh, I can just throw it in here. And so that was kind of a lifesaver with this bag. Once again, if you've made it this far, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you watching, and I hope I was able to give you some motivation. And I hope you have a great day, night, week, weekend, or whenever you're watching this. Please don't forget to like this video and subscribe. I will see you next time.